Unboxing Fernape, and this is my team builder for Week 4 of Season 8 of the National Pokeball League Majors. This week I am going up against Rizzy POW, coach of the Phoenix Sunfloras. He's filling in for Abe and substituting for the rest of the season because Abe has to step out. So Riz will be taking over, trying to pick up the first win with that team. So hopefully I can prevent Riz from doing that this week. I feel like I have a pretty good team built. I've actually already done the battle, which I usually have. For all the team builders I've done this season, I have already done the battle. I did do a live com for this battle, so that will be probably later in this video. I would have liked, when I do live comms, I like to have the team builder in a separate video, and like have the team builder uploaded the day prior, but I didn't have time to get a team builder up on Friday, so this will probably just be in the same video as the battle, because I don't want to have two videos in the same day, especially if one's a team builder, then that'll just get totally, everyone will just like ignore it, and we won't get like any views at all. Well, it'll get slightly more if it's in the same video as the battle. Some people will view the team builder, but if you want to just skip to the battle, that's understandable, especially because the video is probably already long enough as it is. But my team, my roster, these 11, you guys are used to. I'll probably just have the picture on screen. I got my boys. Still haven't made any transactions. I might be looking into making some though. But Riz's team is Megaladius, Tapu Fini, Tyranitar, Snorlax, Roserade, Thundurus, T, Bronzong, Hitmonlee, Swampert, and Yanmega. So a scary team on his end. Let me just load up a note file I have here. Sorry about that. I have a note file, a little notepad for some things about my team. So I'm just load that up in just a second, so I actually can explain certain EV spreads and stuff. But Riz's team is pretty scary. He has a Z Thundurus T and a Z Yanmega, which I don't think you guys can see in like just a little showdown screenshot that I have. So I do need to explain that. Or at least just clarify what his users are. But my team, same on. So let me just get into what I'm bringing this week. So his team is pretty scary, as you can kind of tell. It's pretty offensive. It's really bulky offense, really just bulky offense oriented. So I'm bringing like very bulky offense myself here. So I'm just looking at my other screen while trying to do things. A very bulky offense myself, and just a lot of bulk, a lot of offense. Basically, that's really every mon on this team can take a hit and can dish out a hit, basically. Barring Whimscout doesn't hit too hard, but still has fair amount of bulk and still can be annoying and pivot, based on the set I'm bringing at least. But his team, it's got some bulky stuff, like Tyranitar, Snorlax, Tapu Fini, Bronzong, and Swampert that can take hits and also dish out decent damage. And also Megaladios, big threat. Thundurus T can be a big setup sweeper, especially with Z-move potential. And Mega could be annoying with Speed Boost, especially with Z-move potential. And having a Life Orb could also just be a scary boost. One thing to keep in mind, though, is it cannot have Speed Boost and Tinted Lens, so I have to just keep that in mind. It won't get the Speed Boost and the Power Boost, so just have to make sure I keep that in mind as I'm playing. Well, I already did the game, but still, just in general, as a thought process as I was building this team, I expect Speed Boost because it just helps him get the speed versus my team, which I think is better because my team is, I think he'll need the speed more than he needs the power of breaking through things, especially because I don't really resist a lot. Like, I don't have a lot of bug resistances. Like, I only have Infernape and Coalfish to resist bug, and then I think that's it, actually. Do I have one more? And Pidgeot. So I have 3 bug resistances, and then only 2 flying resistances, being my Metagross and my Eolac Cross. So he can still spam bug buzz pretty freely, and bug plus flying hits everything, at least neutrally. So my steel type is also part psychic type. So Yanmega is a pretty big threat. Megaladius is always annoying. I think that mon should not be allowed in League format, but that's not a pretty common opinion. A lot of people disagree with me, so that's whatever. People vote and people allow it. So that's fair. Voting is democratic. It's good. But I just think differently than other people. It's just so scary with Dragon Dance plus Calm Mind. I'm probably not on the same set, but still just in general, just that combination of things that I have to prep for makes it really difficult to prepare for it well, really. So it's a tough mon to deal with, and I don't like prepping for it. But I did after this weekend. I did a pretty good job, but still it's scary. Tapu Fini is pretty fat and pretty annoying. Tyranitar can be a big setup threat. Snorlax is annoying, and Curselax is always annoying. I'm not gonna run through every mon. I've already run through most of them, most of the big threats. But yeah, so my team here, as you can see, we got Banded to Bombsnow. You've been looking at this thing for a minute or two now. So Ice Shard, Woodhammer, Ice Punch, and Focus Punch. So pretty interesting set. The speed is to creep anything that's creeping no speed Milotic. So mainly to creep like a Tyranitar that's creeping no speed Milotic. I don't really expect anything else to be going that fast. Maybe Swampert, but I don't think he needs that much speed. I don't think he really cares that much to creep no speed Milotic. I don't think Swampert. It just wants to keep the bulk. So Tyranitar could be creeping that. So I'm trying to creep that T-Tar and trying to outspeed that, and I can plop it with a Wood Hammer. Ice Shard could be good to pick off things in the late game, maybe to even be a win con, which could be nice. Ice Punch is good just for some more power in like the early to mid game, and Wood Hammer is just really spammable versus his team. It does have a fair amount of grass resistances, but they're not super comfortable in switching into ice moves like the Mega Latios or the Rose Raid, so they don't want to take like an Ice Punch. And then I can scare at the top of Feeny with a Wood Hammer. And Focus Punch is meant for either Bronzong or Snorlax, and when I predict a switch in, or maybe if I'm really confident that one of them is going to click, like if Bronzong clicks Stealth Rocks or Snorlax clicks like Curse or something, but I probably wouldn't like have Bomb Snout in that situation if I'm not locked into a move. Like I would probably already be locked into Wood Hammer or something. Like I wouldn't have it in to be able to click Focus Punch in that scenario. It really is only on the switch, but those are really his only safe switch-ins. So Focus Punch could be really helpful there, and just rest in HP. It's not that bulky, but it can like take a hit from like Tapu Fini if it needs to. Take a hit from potentially Thunder's T. Does have Soundproof actually, mainly just because I don't need the hail. It's really, I mean, like it could benefit me like as I go for some attack as he switches in something to help me get some more chip. But then if I switch out, which I could see me doing because I could be bringing this thing in multiple times, then I don't want the rest of my team to take hail damage for about 4 turns. So I don't think it's really worth it. And also Soundproof does help me in the case of taking a Bug Buzz from Yanmega, especially if he's Choice Locked. That could be really helpful. Also in the late game, he might forget that Soundproof is a thing and might choke and click Bug Buzz instead of Air Slash. Also because Air Slash does have the chance to miss, so like even more of a reason for him to click Bug Buzz. And a pretty decent chance he could forget about Soundproof, just because Soundproof is not something you think about, and even then, like, you might not think about Bug Buzz. I mean, like, it makes sense that Bug Buzz doesn't hit a Soundproof mon, but still, it takes, you have to think about it for a little bit, and, like, realize, get Soundproof, realize I could have it, realize I do have it, and then not click Bug Buzz. I don't know, he might click Bug Buzz, might not. Hopefully I can force him into that situation to hopefully choke. Yeah, that's my Bomb Snow there. So next we got my Mew Assault Vest here. This is my main check to the Mega Latios here. The EVs here, so the attack is to 2KO a 16 HP Mega Latios with Leech Life. 16 HP is the amount I expect him to run, if he's offensive at least. If he's just almost max speed to creep my Infernape, and then max special attack, then he can have 16 HP left over, which means I can 2KO him with Leech Life, which is really good. Low Kick is there for the Snorlax, Sea Bomb for the Tapu Fini and or Swampert, and then knockoffs just knock off general items, like Lefties from Fini, like Figgy Berry from Snorlax. And how that works is if I knock off its Figgy Berry or whatever berry while he still has it, then he cannot recycle it back, which is really nice. I had to learn that in some mocks last season when I had Snorlax. It's a kind of weird mechanic, but that's how it works, and I know that. So hopefully Riz is ignorant of that, and I can maybe force him to misplay and he tries to recycle even though it won't work. That'd be really nice. Then the Spadef is so I can take 2 Shadow Balls or just any 2 hits from max special attack Tim and Mega Latios. So if you like a Draco, I can take 2 because he'll get the special attack drop, which is really nice. Then I can outspeed a modest Yanmega that's keeping max speed out of a Crook. So I could have gone Jolly, but I wanted some more power, and I didn't think I need to outspeed Yanmega. That's just in the case if he is modest, and if he does not click Protect versus me, and like I'm sacking Mew anyways, or if Mew can take a Bug Buzz, which has to be like full, so I probably wouldn't be doing that. So I probably want to keep health for Mega Latios anyways, but still in that scenario where I'm up against Yanmega, I want some speed for it. Even then I want some speed for Rose Raid, so I figure I might as well obscure it a little bit more. I don't think Rose Raid's going to be timid, so I think I can keep a modest Rose Raid. But this is just a nice Mew. It can take hits pretty well and dish out damage pretty well. It can't hit the Thunders too hard. Like knockoff does only around like 30%, and it resists all my other 3 moves. So can't hit Thunders too hard. I had Ice Punch originally over that low kick slot, but I feel like pressuring the Snorlax was something that I had issues with in Mox. And Thundurus, I feel like Mew wasn't really in the scenario against Thundurus when I saw Thundurus in Mox, so I don't think I needed low kick there. So next we got Whimsicott here. Leech Seed, Tailwind, Moonblast, and U-Turn here, holding the leftovers. So this speed just allows me to outspeed Mega Latios if he's creeping at Infernape. If Infernape max speed hits 346, Mega Latios hits 347, I hit 348. So that's nice. The offense allows me to 2KO 16 HP Mega Latios with Moonblast. So again, going back to that Mega Latios set, if he brings that bulk, I can 2KO him with Moonblast. He could be a little bit bulkier, but I can Leech Seed, which will allow me to 2KO him. Tailwind's nice to speed boost and pass some speed, not pass, but just get some general speed boosting for my team. Also, this Bomb Snow can outspeed like anything on this team if Talon's up, which is nice. Anything Bunk Scarfer, so I can outspeed Mega Latios and don't have to click Ice Shark versus that. I can click Ice Punch instead, which is nice, gets more power. Then U-Turn's just nice to pivot off of things, like especially on switches. I can pivot like as Feeny switches into like Snorlax or something, or just Leech Seed on the switches. If Roserade's not there, I can freely click Leech Seed, which is nice. Or I can just pivot out a lot versus like Bronzong or Snorlax a lot. If those things switch in, which is really nice. Moonblast is really the only offensive move I need. I could bring like Grass Coverage for like Feeny and Swampert, but I don't really need it. I feel like these 4 moves actually are really nice in the matchup. Then I can also live an Adamant Stone Edge from a non-boosting item Tyranitar after I take Rocks. So that's what the defense is for. Then the rest is in my spit up, so I can take like Psychics or Shadow Balls from Mega Latios as well as I can. If I get in that scenario where I want my Whimsicott taking on Mega Latios. My mouse is working. Shit. My mouse. Damn it. Okay, I have to use my laptop mouse, which is annoying. This will look a little bit awkward. My mouse just stopped working. So that's the Whimsicott set there. Just a nice bulky pivot. It's a pretty good switch into the Tapu Fini. And if Roserade's not there, I can just get up a free Leech Seed. A turn after a switch in, which is really nice. So next we got my Assault Vest Electros here. This thing, another Assault Vest user to work with my Mew. This is a primary check to the Thunderous T, as well as the Yanmega. So I have Knock Off, Rock Slide, U-Turn, and Wild Charge. So just a little bit of speed just to creep some things. I don't think it's for anything specific, is it? Not really, just a little bit of speed. Actually, no, it's actually, it is for a thing. The speed allows me to outspeed max speed Modest Roserade if I have Tail 1 up. So that's what that little bit of speed is for. And just, I guess, anything creeping me, but the only mon that's slower than me are Bronzong and Snorlax, and I don't think they're going to bring enough speed to outspeed me, but I suppose it's possible. Knockoff, just to knock off general items, things like Bronzong, Snorlax again with the Figgy / Iapapa / whatever berry. U-turn just to pivot, and I can actually hit pretty hard to max Adamant, so that's really nice. Then Wild Charge, just good stab to hit his team. It's pretty spammable actually. His only real switch-ins are Mega Latios, which I can take hit from because I hit the Assault Vest, and I can U-turn out and do, I think over half, which is pretty nice. Then Rock Slide 0 for the Thunders mainly. I guess Yanmega too. I mean, Wild Charge does the job, but I mean, I guess if I don't want to take damage from that, then I can Rock Slide. So, you know, that's nice. It's mainly just for the Thunders, just so I have something to hit that hard. And this is my primary check to it, so I want to make sure that Electros has a means of damaging the Thunders, doing a lot. I think I Oko after Rocks. I don't think I Oko from full. Electros isn't that powerful, but I am base 115 attack and max Adamant, so I do hit pretty hard actually, which is nice. Just a nice bulky pivot. Main check to that Yanmega, which is actually pretty scary and could be a big threat, but this is just a nice check to that, and the Thunders too, so I'll have to keep this thing pretty healthy, as well as my Mew for the Mega Latios, but my core of these 3 should be able to help me deal with really those big special attackers, being his Mega Latios, Thunders T, and Yanmega, and also kind of Tapu Fini in this thing. You know, just take a hit from that. I don't want to be leaving this thing in versus Fini, because it could just knock off my Sulfus, which I might need in the late game for Yanmega or Thunder. So I'll have to be weary around that. But next we got my Scarf Inferno here. So U-turn, Close Combat, Flare Blitz, and Gunk Shot. So enough speed for a timid Yanmega. So if he's a +1, like from a speed boost, or just Scarf, I guess. So I can just outspeed that directly. Then that allows me to carry the rest in Spit F, which I think is actually the exact amount of Spit F I need to be able to live a Surf from no special attack Tapu Fini after I take Rocks, which is really nice, because if I lead with this thing and click Gunk Shot versus Fini, then I don't know if Gunk Shot 2, I know Poison Jab did. I had Poison Jab earlier, but I changed it to Gunk. I don't think Gunk quite 2 goes like a max Fizz Staff Fini, but if it's like turn 2 and he's at like 60%, he might want to scout for like the Z Poison, so he might want to be careful around that. So if I take a Surf turn 1, then I can still be healthy enough to live Rocks later, but I think I'd just be clicking U-turn in that scenario. But still, even if I need to take a Surf from Fini or take any other special hit like from Roserade or something, this might need switch in versus that, then I can take that. I mean, it's still not super well, it still is Infernate, but still take it and pivot out or just hit something hard with the CC or Flare Blitz, or maybe just Gunk Shot for coverage. It's just a nice check to like a +1 Yanmega, to like a Thundurus. I can U-turn out and Mega Latios, so something to outspeed it, hit it decently under with U-turn, does round half, little under. Check a DD Tyranitar plus, or like a Scarf Tyranitar. So it's a nice way to pressure the Snorlax if it doesn't have too many boosts, and it's just a nice mount overall. And I can just pivot out on the Snorlax, or in the, I guess Snorlax, but I meant to say Swampert. I mean, this team, I'm kind of lacking a lot of grass coverage. Like, I'm not running grass, not on Mew, not running grass, not on Eel. I'm not running grass stab and Whimsicott. I'm running Seed Bomb on Mew, but A lot of the reason is because with these three, I can just pivot out on Snorlax, or Swampert. I mean, Whimsicott really isn't going to be scared out by Swampert, so I can just lead seed. He's going to be scared out fearing a grass move. But these two can just U-turn out on Swampert, just bring in a Bomb Snow, which can take really any hit from Swampert, barring him Power Fire, but I don't expect him to go hard for that on the switch. So I can bring in my Bomb Snow pretty freely versus Swampert and then threaten its team, so I'm okay with that scenario. And I don't really expect Swampert either, but again, I can just pivot out versus Swampert and then just bring in a Bomb Snow. That's really the idea there. Next, we got my Metagross, last one on the team here. Stealth Rock, Magnet Rise, Meteor Mash, and Explosion. I've kind of spit a couple times. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. It's just happening. I guess, whatever. So the... let's see. The speed is so I can outspeed anything creeping, no speed Milotic. So same speed as my Bomb Snow. I think it's the exact number, right? Yeah, so hitting 200. The defense, so I can live 2 crunches from max attack, Adamant. Tyranitar if he's non-boosting, so that is the first one with my Colbur, second one without, so it'll do like 33 max and then 66 max, so I can take those. And then Stealth Rock's just nice to weaken stuff down. Magnet Rise is mainly for Bronzong. Kind of for Snorlax too. He might run, I don't know, I mean he'll run like normal stab, either Return or like Facade or something. And then either Crunch or Earthquake, not sure which one. Either way I can take the hit because I do have my Colbur for a Crunch. I wanted to keep my Colbur around for Tyranitar, it'd be a pretty good switch into that. But if I fuse up for Snorlax, I will hopefully be okay with that. Or he could have Earthquake, in which case I can Magnet Rise hopefully before that. So I'm hoping it's Earthquake because I can Magnet Rise and totally avoid that. Well, Crunch, I mean I can take the first time, take pretty easily, but after that it's still going to be doing a good chunk, so kind of scary. Meteor Mash is really all I need offensively, it hits most things, and then I can just go Explosion versus anything else to stop it from being super scary as a setup threat. Like Thundurus, which does resist my Meteor Mash, I can at least Boom on, or you know, anything else I can just go Boom on. I cannot hit the Bronzong super hard, I know, but I can Magnet Rise, and unless we carry Shadow Ball, which I don't expect, I think just like Earthquake, Gyro Ball, and maybe like Toxic and Stealth Rock is a solid set versus me. I don't think he needs to bring Shadow Ball, I don't expect it. Earthquake is pretty good coverage to normally hit a Metagross, so I don't think he'll expect Magnet Rise, so I think I should be able to wall that Bronzong pretty well, which is really good because that will most likely be his primary switch into his Metagross, unless we bring Swampert, which I don't really expect it, and if he does, I go right into a Bomb Snow, which is fine. But if Bronzong is his only switch into Metagross, that's fine, because my Metagross can beat that Bronzong, so he cannot really touch me. I can Magnet Rise and then just Meteor Mash and hopefully get some attack boosts, and then I'm doing like, I think like 25-ish%, maybe 20-25, with Meteor Mash, which is not like a lot. I mean, it depends on the set and its bulk, but it still is a decent chunk, and if I get some attack boosts, that'll help me and do more damage to that and just pressure his team in general. So that's a Metagross set there. Pretty bulky, hits fairly hard, still a Metagross, base 135. Not super invested, but still, you get it, it's a Metagross. So that's the team there. A lot of bulky offense, like with Metagross, Scarfed Ape, 2 Assault Vest Mons, Banded Bomb Snow, and then the Whimsicott here. Really the one count here is either Bomb Snow late game with Ice Shard, or from a Tailwind I can just Ice Punch or Wood Hammer, or my Scarf Inferno really. Or just general team support, kind of pivot around and just have whichever Mon I need around late game to deal with his Mons. So it might not seem isn't super focused on having one win condition and that Mon winning. Kind of Ape, kind of Bomb Snow, but kind of just general team cohesiveness to work together and have this Mon designed for this Mon designed for this. I think that's how I wanted to approach his bulky offense game, because he has bulky offense team. I'm bringing a very bulky offense oriented team, and that's just how I wanted to approach this. Kind of Mon for Mon, kind of tit for tat, if you will, and that's just how I'm working this game. And if I can U-turn and pivot around well and gain offensive pressure, then I think whichever team can pressure the opponent more with their offense is going to be able to win, because we both have decent bulk, but not great to handle the opponent's offensive threats. Like, I have very, very specific bulky checks to his things, like Eel and Mew and my Colbur Metagross, to check his offensive Mons, but, you know, if they get weakened or scenarios don't play out exactly how I want them to, then, you know, I might run out of my checks to his offensive Mons, might just lose. Or if I can pressure him more and bring in my offensive Mon, bring in like my Bomb Snow to threaten him, if he doesn't have a good switch in, bring in, you know, like Whimsicott to lead seed and annoy things, just Ape can pivot. If Eel and Mew can knock off some items and just pivot well, it really just comes down to who can pressure who more, and I'm hoping I can gain that initiative from the beginning and just try to work from there. So that's the idea with the team there, and hopefully you guys like it. I always say that, like it never, I would say like it doesn't really matter if you guys like it. That's really awkward. I'm sorry. But this is the team. I think it's a pretty good team. Got a Bandit Bombstone. I'm bringing a Bombstone second time in a row. Hopefully it picks up a kill here. But hopefully you guys will enjoy the battle, and it is a good one. So I'll see you guys in battle in just a second. I recorded that like a couple days ago, so I'm wearing a different shirt then. But I'll see you guys then. That is a live commed game, and I'll see you guys in battle in just a second. Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Moxie and Frank, and this is my battle for Week 4 of Season 8 of the National Pokeball League. This week I'm going up against Rizzy POW, who's taking over for Abe. So this is Riz's first week. I'm doing a live comm, as you can see. I just wanted to change things up. I mean, I'll explain it a little more why I'm doing a live comm, but I don't know, I feel like I played kind of poorly last week, and I think just talking about it more and just talking more in my video and at least to myself can maybe help me make some better plays and just think some things through more thoroughly. So just doing a live comm and just changing it up. I did live comms a lot last season. Let me just say have fun to Riz. So my team, if you've not watched a team builder, which I think will go up the day prior to this, my team, we got Abomasnow, Mew, Whimsicott, Electros, and Frank, and Metagross. Oh yeah, also the sprites are weird, which I now realize is actually kind of an issue because this is a live comm. But just go with it. It'll be different because usually you guys will see the moving sprites, so this will at least be different. But yeah, sorry about that. It's just something with like my Chrome. I had to deal with this in the March Madness tournament, I think. So I've been kind of used to it for now, but yeah. So Riz's team has got T-Tar, Mega Latios, Tapu Fini, Snorlax, Roserade, and Yanmega. So pretty scary team. Only Rocker is Tyranitar, so that's kind of good to see only one potential Rocker. Kind of glad to not see Bronzong, as it was pretty in the way. It means my Abomasnow can be a big threat to his team. Really has very limited switch-ins. Snorlax is a decent one, but still, Grass is neutral to it. And if he is the Gluttony set, then Ice is neutral to him too. So that's good. My design lead was Ape pretty much, and I'm just gonna lead Ape. As leads Yanmega, so this is interesting for me. He can protect turn 1 to get the speed boost. I am Scarf though, so I will outspeed him. I'm pretty nervous here. Might see me. I don't know. I'm kind of shaking a bit, and I'm just nervous. Last week I was nervous versus Ace. I felt like I had a good team then, and I do like the team I have this week. But I don't know, I'm still just kind of nervous. You know, I've got some jitters, but it's all good. Shout out to the people that are in call with me. This deafened commentary call. So I'm just gonna click U-turn here though. He might just switch hard into Fini. He might, you know, scout for the Scarf, and he could actually just protect turn 1. Really has very little reason not to. Could potentially be Sash, so maybe I don't want to Flare Blitz, but I'm considering just blitzing here because he... Well, I don't know, if I click U-turn here and he clicks Protect, then he knows that either he outspeeds me, because I'm not Scarfed, and can just knock me out, unless I'm Sash, which I could be Sash on Elite 8, or I would be locked into U-turn and just go for that and not do much. But I can get out some chip. It doesn't do much, but it helps me chip him down a bit, I suppose. I don't see a reason not for him to not protect turn 1. I could just blitz as he goes into Fini, which will allow me to scout. And I do have a pretty good switch to Fini being my Whimsicott. So I'm kind of liking that play. I think it's not a bad play. Only thing is, though, I'm just kind of thinking a couple turns in the future here. So if I do bring Whimsicott on Fini as he goes to Surf for Moonblast or whatever, then, I mean, I'll still be fairly healthy, but I don't think I want to Leech Seed because of that Roserade there. So I might just go hard for a U-turn, in which case I don't want him to stay in on that U-turn, because I need everything else healthy, pretty much. Everything else I can switch into Fini. Oh, maybe I can actually just bring in a Abomasnow hard on Fini. I mean, Riz a Clip Protector. I don't think U-turn... I don't want to U-turn as he stays in the following turn, so I'm going to blitz and threaten him out. He does actually go hard in Latias. Oh, U-turn would have been very helpful there. Damn. Wow, okay, interesting play on his end. We get a scout, at least. I could have U-turned. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that was... I had reasoning for the play I made. Like, U-turn would have been great there, but that's okay. So, oh, looks like he's a bulky Latias. Whoa. My blitz should have... Actually, no. I did 33. He's got a bit of bulk, but not a lot, actually. Not max, I don't think. No, he's not max HP. He's got, I think, more than 16, but he's pretty bulky. Not that bulky, though, sorry. He's got a fair amount of bulk, but not too much. I should be able to go into Whimsicott. I'm thinking maybe going hard into Mew. Might go right for a Psychic or whatever. I could bring Whimsicott. Mew, I do want to keep Mew healthy. And I think Mew's a pretty safe play though. Because Mew can take hits. Mew's designed for this. And he's not super bulky, so yeah, Leech Life will do around half. I'm just going to go right in my Mew. It's designed for this. Just going to make the play, not overthink this. So, you know, I could have gotten off to a great turn 1 if I had clicked the U-turn there. But, I mean, like, I had reasoning for my play. Like, I don't want to have to... Like, I thought he would click Protect turn 1 with the N-Mega, then, which leaves him kind of free to... If he has Speed Boost, assuming... I would think he does. Then he can stay in on the U-turn. He does click Shadow Ball, makes a good read. That does a chunk, but... So Whimsicott would not have taken that much. Kind of thought he might Shadow Ball. It's pretty free. Not super risky versus Ape. Let's see here. How much did that do? So it did 38. It shows, looks like he's max special attack. So I think I'm just going to click Leech Life right here. He doesn't have the best switch in. Maybe he goes hard into Feeny, but I can scout a bit. He might think that I don't have too much to hit him too hard. I could click Knockoff, but I died to 2 more Shadow Balls, so I don't want to do that. I'm just going to click Leech Life as... Like, the only thing he'd go into that would be really good is Feeny. He could go into Lax, but I do have Low Kick, so this Leech Life might put him in range of that Low Kick. We could see, like, a Chopo counter Lax. It is something you to consider, especially because they do have Infernape on this team, so, yeah, could take that close combat. And then hit me with a counter, so Chopo counter is very possible, so I might want to knock off this Snorlax first, but I don't want Mew getting super low, because I want it around for Latios here. As he does stay and click Shadow Ball, it does a chunk. Leech Life will get back a good amount of health for me, as it does a lot, and I should be able to live another Shadow Ball, so that's actually really good for me. So, I think I'm just going to click a knockoff here. It makes no sense at all for him to click Roost. No. I think knockoff's pretty free. He might just Shadow Ball and sack off Latios, in which case, I'm okay if Mew gets low. I think knockoff's a very good play right here. I think even if it does Roost, I can still have a Shadow Ball the following turn. Knockoff will still do a good chunk. The Leech Life did 60, so, I don't know, how much bulk does this have? So I have no bulk. Yeah, it looks like I got like almost a max roll if he's no bulk. Interesting. Okay, maybe I just got a really low roll earlier, and he has... I don't know, maybe I got... Sorry, I'm just trying to think about this. I was just a little bit confused based on the roll I got from Ape. Based on the roll I got from Infernape. Thought he had a little more bulk than he does, but... not too bulky either way, and looks like it's max special attack. He does just stay in, sacks it off, which is fine. Mew picks up a kill, gets the crit, didn't matter. That's fine for me though, as Latios was a huge threat, and I don't really need Mew around, which is great. And one great thing is actually Mew should be able to outspeed everything left. It does have Yen Mega, might just bring that in and pick up a kill, but he should have to protect first. Unless he's timid, which he might be. I'm adamant and 196, so I'm not creeping like a max speed timid Yen Mega or max speed modest. This is creeping, I have an Opet open here, what is it? Creeping, does bring in Yen Mega. Yeah, outspeeds max speed modest Yen Mega. He probably clicks Protector, but I think I just want to click Knockoff and punish him in case he doesn't. There's... let me just make sure I'm making the right player. I think there's no reason for me to switch out. He could have clicked Protector, so I guess I could there. But I think I want to punish him if he doesn't, and also if he's modest, I'll be able to scout. Well, if he's modest and Creeping Crocodile, which I don't imagine he'd be max speed modest. I think he'd be a little bit less than max if he's modest. Or timid either way, because I think he'd be Creeping Crook. So, probably click Protector, but I can scout and make him click it here. I really don't need Mew around. Although, I don't know what his Rose Rate set is. It might be timid, in which case he will outspeed me. I can outspeed T-Tar unless it's Scarfed. I can get off a hit on the Snorlax, so this does have some value, and Eel does still live 2 hits from this thing. So I'm considering going hard into Eel. Now, so he could just be timid, and that means he'd outspeed me anyways, so it doesn't matter if I stay in. It doesn't matter if he protects or not, because if he's modest, I get to outspeed and click knockoff here. I don't need Mew, I don't think. I mean, like, it'd be nice to knock off some items, but it can't... I don't know, maybe I could bring in versus T-Tar and Leech Life, get back a fair amount of health, but I think he'll be careful and not let me do so. I don't know, I just think I can bring in Eel for free after sacking this off. I'm just gonna sack off Mew. He does U-turn out, actually. Is he Life Orb? No, okay. What does that mean? So, okay, glad I didn't switch, because then he could have pivoted off of that, and yeah. So it means he's either timid, or it could potentially be Scarf based on that. We don't get to see any real damage about it. So that calc, or that U-turn doesn't really tell us anything about a set, but just shows he's not Life Orb, so Yanmega does actually pick up a kill, so good job, Yanmega. One good thing about the Latios being gone is Woodhammer gets a little more stamble from my Abomasnow, which is nice. He does have the Roserade and the Yanmega as potential switching, so gonna have to watch out for that. So in comes Feeny. I'm thinking could just bring an Eel, but he might have knockoff, and I don't want my Assault Vest getting knocked off. I could bring an Abomasnow, in which case he might stay in. I think no, he's not gonna live one Bandit Woodhammer. No. He could maybe go for Nature's Madness, do half, or Moonblast, do around a third. So I could click Woodhammer, but I don't want him going hard into Roserade or Yanmega. Could also go right into Snorlax on that, so I could bring in the Abomasnow here, but I think Whimsicot's a pretty nice play here. I could go hard to Roserade on that, though, and I don't have the best switch into Roserade. That's my only thing. I think what I'm going to do is go Whimsicott here. And I want to click Leech Seed, but I feel like Roserade's just such a good switch into this that I think Leech Seed isn't a good play. I think I want a U-turn game. I'm meant to pivot off of this. He could stay in, as even if I do have Energy Ball, I'm not doing too much, but Roserade's just such a safe switch in. Really, I don't think he's going to want to stay in. He wants this thing healthy for Ape and Metagross and stuff, so I think he wants to switch. Even if he does stay in, I think I'm just going to go hard and do Bombs now. He does go right into Wax. That works for me, too. I could have Leech Seeded on that, but that's fine. So, in comes Lax. Let's try to scout this a bit here. So we did 8%, not much, so looks like he's got a good amount of defense and HP. He's max HP, possibly, but then a lot of defense. Not quite max, but looks to be a lot. Also, just want to say, sorry that I'm not looking at my webcam too much, because webcam's on my one monitor, and I'm looking at my other screen a lot, because I have my damage calcs on my other screen here. So, could be Chopal, could be Ayapapa, or Fiki, or one of those. So, I could just go hard into my Ape, but it's not the safest play here. Could also go Eel, but I don't want Eel getting low. Metagross is a pretty safe play. Not sure where this thing has to hit me. I do want to keep Metagross kind of healthy for that Tyranitar. Could also go Abomasnow, but I don't want Abomasnow getting too low. I think Metagross is the safest play, though. I do still have Ape to at least check Tyranitar. I'm just gonna bring in Metagross here. He might have Earthquake at me. He might have Crunch. I do have my Colbert to take a Crunch, but this thing isn't super offensive, which is good at least. So if this is a curse set, it could be kind of scary. I do have Explosion at least to sacrifice myself off. In case if that is the case here. So Magnarize is not a bad play here. He could have Crunch, which I will be able to chew the first one. This thing isn't super offensive, so I might be able to go into Whimsicott, honestly. I don't think, well, do I go into Whimsy here? I could go into it and just get off a Leech Seed, which should not be a bad play. I just don't want that Roserade coming in for free, because that Roserade's kind of annoying. Don't have the best switch in, especially with Mew not being here anymore. But, I mean, Mew was able to deal with Latios, so I'm alright with that exchange, but let's think here. So I could just click Meteor Mash, get off a good chunk. That's not a bad play. I think I just want to Magnarize first, because if he does have Earthquake, then I can avoid that. I'm just going to click Magnarize. So what does he do? Earthquake? Show me Earthquake. Curse. That's annoying. So he's getting some boosts here. I don't know if he's going to be able to hit me too hard, because I don't know what his coverage move is. So I'm assuming Curse, Recycle, then Return, and either Crunch or Earthquake. Either is kind of viable here. I could just Meteor Mash and try to get some attack boosts, but I don't know. I kind of want to go Boom soon. But, not too soon. I could go into Whimsy. He's a +1, so I don't know. So getting off the Leech Seed could be very helpful. No, he does a lot with Return to Whimsicott. I don't think he clicks Return here. Does he just go for another Curse? He might. Getting off the Leech Seed could be really helpful, though. Do I want to just damage this thing and try to... I don't do too much, so that's the thing. But he doesn't do too much to me, especially if he has Earthquake as his coverage move. So I can get off at least a few meteor mashes, try to get a boost or two, and then again, and then explosion. Trying to get off this leech seed with Whimsicott, I think is really helpful. I'm gonna go to Whimsy. I don't think he clicks return here. Oh shit, he does. Yeah. Oh, what? That's a play. Oof. Okay. How do I recover from that? Is it? He has more attack than I thought. You know, I should have lived that based on my... Okay, no, he's got attack. That just oka'd me. Is it like max attack? What? Based on the U-turn. Is it like max attack, max defense? It's possible. I think he just got a pretty high roll there. I'm not certain. Let's see here. He could be like max attack, max defense. Yeah, that's possible. I'm thinking that's what he is now. Alright, and then he could also just be adamant, not certain. So I think we go back into Metagross. Maybe Bomb Snow here. Bomb Snow doesn't quite 2KO anymore. Eel can knock off this thing's item, but I don't want Eel getting so low, because that... For that freaking Mega. Damn, if I don't know. I mean, if I didn't go into Whimsicott there, that would have been really helpful. Keep having that thing around late game. But I mean, I understand why I went into it. I didn't think he'd OHKO. I didn't quite know his set yet. Knocking off this thing's item could be very big, and this thing might be able to sweep me if I go into Metagross and allow it to set up similar. Shit. I don't want to have to go into Eel, but I might have to. The only thing is that Mega's a threat. It could be Specs. Like, it's not Life or though. So I don't know. It's weird. I think I'm just gonna go into Eel, get off my knockoff, get rid of its item, because getting rid of this berry will help me, because then it cannot recycle it, which means it's significantly less of a threat. And Metagross can hopefully beat it from there. I don't know what coverage move this thing has. Could have Crunch. Could just have Earthquake. I'm really not sure. I'm guessing he does actually have Earthquake, though, thinking about that. Because if he had Crunch, he would have clicked that there versus Metagross, I would think. So, I don't think he would have... Yeah, I know. I think he has Earthquake as his coverage move, so... Metagross can Magnet Rise pretty safely versus it. So, Eel can take this return, and then I guess U-turn out the following turn. Knockoff will do around 15 to 18%. And losing Whimsicott really sucks, but Ape, man, I can't get the Tailwind off. But Steam isn't super fast anyways. Just weakening down that Topic Feeny could be annoying. Because with Eel nearly dead, and then Metagross damage, that'll be a little bit tough. But Ape, this gets tricky now. Having Whimsicott around for that Feeny could be helpful. But I mean, Latias is already gone, so I don't need Whimsicott for that. And Whimsicott, it could be helpful versus Mega, because I could Tailwind on a potential Protect. Man, that last turn kind of sucked. I did not think I'd just get dropped there. I'm not certain on the spread. It might have been the roll, and it might have been in my favor. I do knock off his item, so he probably returns here. He does Curse again. That's actually okay. I don't want this thing getting low. That's actually really good. I'm just going to click U-turn or get out. So now he has lost his item, and he cannot recycle it. Hopefully he does not know about that, so hopefully he tries to recycle, but it won't work. My play has to be Metagross here. There's no other potential play. Does he just go hard for Earthquake, predicting it? No, clicks return, does it more than I want it to. If he has Earthquake, he can knock me out here. I don't think he's going to try to Earthquake, because I don't think he wants to Earthquake here, because I think he wants to... I think he's going to predict me Magnet Rise here, so it could just return, potentially knock me out with 2 more, depending on the rolls. I'm going to Meteor Mash here, I think. I could get Rocks to help me with the Mega, that way we'll be in range of Ice Shard, but then Feeny can defog, but it shouldn't have a super easy time defogging versus my team, that's the thing. I think I want damage on this thing first. How much does Ape do? Ape doesn't quite get a kill, but either way he still is Feeny switching on the close combat. A Bomb Snow doesn't... He's a +2 actually, so yeah, Bomb Snow's not doing too much. I think I'm just gonna click... I need damage on this first. Just gonna click Mash. Do a chunk attack boost. Yes! Oh my god. He does have crunch. Okay, I have Colbur. I do live thanks to Colbur. I thought he had... Why did he go for return earlier? Did he predict that? Whimsicott, I guess? I just don't understand why he wouldn't have gone for crunch. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe he thought Ape could come in? Maybe. Interesting. Okay. So, we do live that. So, I'm not going to be able to live another hit. So, I could go for Boom here, which probably won't knock him out, but also it's not guaranteed. And I don't know a set. I could just get up my rocks here, but I think I need the damage on Lax. I do still have my eel at full, so I actually do have that around for Yen Mega. So I'm just going to click Boom here. Hopefully, you might try to recycle here. Being ignorant of how that works. But I don't want to bank on that. He might know how that works, I'm not sure. Because I had issues with that last season, because when your item is knocked off, you cannot recycle it back. Or when your berry is knocked off, at least. Well, I mean, I guess recycle in general, any item wouldn't work, but yeah. He does live, what does he do? Crunch, okay, that's fine. So, I don't know, I could just bring an Ape and click U-turn, or Eel, doesn't really matter. Whatever I want to pick up the kill. Let's let Ape pick up the kill. Some Explosion did a lot. We're down 3-5 though, this is looking spooky. I mean, it'll be 3-4 in a hot second, so. I'm thinking I could bring an Eel the following turn. I'm gonna bring an Ape here. Pick this thing off with a... Yeah, no, I can't. I do live a Surf in this range from Feeny, but I think I want Ape around to be able to check Rose Raid a little more effectively and also help me with Yen Mega. In case that thing's at +1. Also with T-Tar, but I don't think I'll be able to spam anything with Ape. I think I have to click U-turn here. So we pick up a kill, which is cool. So I don't want to bring in a Bomb Snow because then he can bring in potentially just Yen Mega. I think I have to bring in Electros. The only thing is I don't want to bring in Tyranitar. I don't know what kind of T-Tar he's rocking though. If it's banded, it could just Oko me. I don't have Super Power anymore. I'll have to click U-turn. Take a hit first, which is bad. A Bomb Snow could be applied. If I had Whimsicott here, that'd be great to send him. Well, no, he just brings Rose Raid then. Could bring in a Bomb Snow. I do actually, I think Oko Rose Raid with an Ice Shard. Although, depends on his set. A Bomb Snow, if he brings in Yen Mega, I could get off the Ice Shard versus that. I think I want to bring in a Bomb Snow. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Because if he brings in Rose Raid, I can click Ice Shard. Depending on set, might be able to Oko. I don't know, though. That rhymes. If he brings in Feeny, I guess I just click Woodhammer. If he brings in Yen Mega, I click Ice Shard. I do have Soundproof, which now he can see I don't have Snow Warning, so he'll probably realize that I have Soundproof, which means Bug Buzz does not actually do anything to me, so that would be cool if he chokes and clicks Bug Buzz. But Air Slash will Oko me, although he's not Light Orb. Let me see this. He's also not Modest. Wait, I can live an Air Slash, unless if he's Specs, which he could be. We don't know if he's Speed Boost or not. He could very well be Specs. Even if he's Modest, I do actually live an Air Slash still. Not a Bug Buzz, although if I'm not Soundproof, let me double check that. I don't think he'd be a timid non-boosting item. He could be E-Belt, potentially. I feel like he's Specs though. Maybe just Specs. Maybe just like Specs with Speed Boost. I could see that. In which case I don't live up. No, I don't live in Air Slash then. So I think I'm just gonna click Ice Shard if he brings in Yen Mega. If he brings in T-Tar, I should be able to outspeed that. I'm not certain though. He could be rocking a lot of speed on that. I really don't know how much speed he'll be carrying on his T-Tar. He might have enough to outspeed me, but I'm really hoping not. I think if he brings in T-Tars, I have to hope he doesn't outspeed me. Although if he brings in T-Tar... If he brings in T-Tar, it probably has the speed for me. But then again, I really don't want to switch into a Stonehenge at this point, so I probably just have to hope he does not outspeed me if he brings in T-Tar. This is interesting here. This is very interesting. So, how do I have a chance of still winning this game? Let's think about that. So, if Ape can maybe spam Poison Jab if I get rid of T-Tar, but I need like everything really low for Ape to spam Poison Jab. Ape could spam Blitz, but I need Feeny really low and Tyranitar really low. I can probably pick up another kill or two before Ape has to sweep late game. Maybe I sweep with Ice Shard if I get rid of Feeny. Either get rid of Feeny and T-Tar or get them both very low, where Ice Shard does pick them off. But I don't know. Because Ice Shard, it doesn't quite okay yet, Mega, because Mega's actually kind of bulky. Does end in T-Tar, okay. This is kind of the worst thing. He doesn't know how much speed I have. I don't know how much he has. I think I just have to click Warhammer and hope that I outspeed. Come on, Bomb Snow. Come on, Bomb Snow, please pick up this kill. Just nab this kill right here. Come on, Bomb Snow. Come on, you outspeed, right? Yes! Bomb Snow, you beast! We take a lot of recoil. Oof. Bomb Snow, you beast, though. You freaking beast. Picking up your first kill of the season, Mr. Plow. Way to go, buddy. That speed investment coming through. I'm creeping anything creeping no speed Nilotic, which that T-Tar might have been. In which case I did outspeed him. And plopped him with that Woodhammer. I took a lot from it, but yeah. So in comes Roserade. Which is scary. Fuck, if I was Life Orb, then this would be great, because I could pick him off with this Ice Shard here. I consider Life Orb and Prep, or even E-Belt, but Banded was nice for the power at least, so I had a reasoning for it. I think I just need to sack a Bomb Snow as much as I don't want to, then I bring in Ape, and I don't know, because I need Eel healthy. Think Sludge Bomb Oka's me. I don't know what kind of set this thing is. I could maybe try to bring an Ape on a Sludge Bomb. If he's after Sand, if he's Life Orb, Sludge Bomb will Oko me. After Sand, at least. I don't know what kind of set this thing is, though. Do we go hard into Ape? I like having this thing around. I really do. And I need Eel healthy. How much is it? How much do you do Eel? Let me just double check this. You don't 2KO, but you can do a lot and leave me very low for that Yen Mega, and I don't even Oko you, so I think I need to bring an Ape. It will put me in Blaze range, most likely. I'm just gonna go hard into Apes. You probably have to click Sludge Bomb, maybe Hidden Power Fire, Sludge Bomb. We do live, nice. And okay, so I'm in Blaze range, so you could just click Sludge Bomb again. So you're not Life Orb, but what is this? You're boosting of some sort. Maybe just Modest? Probably just Modest. Yeah, so I kind of want to click Blitz here, because you might predict me to over-predict here. Yeah, I've seen both my moves. Right. Flare Blitz and U-turn, which are really my only two options here. Because if you stay in, I'd love to just pick this thing off. If I pick this thing off, I think I have a chance of just winning. I think this game might come down to this 50-50. But then Riz might just want to bring in his Feeny. His Feeny's a pretty safe switching. But then if I U-turn on that, then I'm in a good spot. Which Riz knows. This is tough. Let's think here. My gut's telling me to Flare Blitz. My gut was wrong! Damn it, no! Damn it! Oh, I still live, which is not Sand. Okay, that's fine. Damn it. I feel like I would regret that more if I stayed in, or if I U-turned as he stayed in, than if I blitz on a switch. So, it's alright though, we did a good chunk. Let me calc that. If... Oh no, Yanmega still lives in Ice Shard. Damn it. Okay, let me just really see here. So let's see here, I did how much? 27. And if I just click U-turn there, I could be in a good spot. It's okay though, because having Ape around could be great. Although it only gets off one more Blitz, so I don't know. So let's see, Flare Blitz did 27, and yeah, looks like he's like around max Fizz Death. So I think I have to bring an Eel. Otherwise I get myself in another 50-50. How much does a Bomb Snow do? Let me just calc that first. A Bomb Snow does... how much? Wood Hammer Oak is this thing. Ice Punch does not do much at all. And I could see him just sacking this thing off. But then Rosary just comes back in, and after sack off a Bomb of Snow, and then Rosary plus Yen Mega beats Electros. I can't quite do that. If you bring an Eel here, you can weaken down Eel. You're probably just going to sack this thing off. Wild Charge might be able to kill. Well, it's not going to kill yet, but the Sand will go before the lefties, and Sand might just knock you out first. Let's think here. So, I think you do stay in. I don't really see why you'd switch out. You might click knock off, get rid of my item. I could knock off your lefties first, and then you'd be at like 61. Wild Charge might not even kill that yet. It probably will, but I don't think you go into Rosary here. I don't see why you would. I think I just have to click Wild Charge here and hope that I get the kill. Because then you can bring in Rosary, and then it's tricky. Because Mega can still live in Ice Shard. I can still, if he forgets about Soundproof, I still have a chance at that. I think that's my best chance here, if he forgets about Soundproof and Bug Buzzes on my Bomb Snow here. So I think I click Wild Charge here. Like, if he goes in Rosary, he'll still take a good chunk from that. And I don't think he goes in Rose, it just doesn't. I think he can just sack off Fiend. He doesn't really need it. He's gonna try to pick up the kill here with Eel. He's going to Rose. Okay, okay. Interesting play. Actually, a lot. I gotta click Knock there. I was considering it, but I can still keep this thing fairly healthy. Let's think here. So, we did how much with Wild Charge? 41. So with his item, Knockoff should be able to pick up the kill. I don't know what item he is. He's maybe Scarf. I don't know. We don't know this thing's item yet. Knockoff will be able to kill him here. If he has an item, which he will. It's not Z. Wait. No, it's not Z. No, it's Z Thunder. Z and Mega. Oh yeah, it could be Z Move and Mega. That's actually possible too. The more I think about that. We just click Knockoff here. We should be able to. We can take a hit fairly well. Does Leaf Storm, which does. Oof, that did a lot. We knock him out, which is good. Meadow Plate. He used Modest Meadow Plate. That's what that set was, so... yeah, it did a lot. He got a pretty high roll. Not super high, but... not like max, but almost max. This game gets tricky. In comes Yen Mega. I think I gotta hope he forgets about, shit. So he can knock me out here. Even if he's not boosting or not anything. And then, yeah. Then, like, even if a Bomb Snow knocks this thing out, then I'll have to click Ice Punch, in which case Feeny can come on in and take my Ice Punches and kill me with a couple Moon Blasts. I can't go hard. There's no point keeping this thing around, because it just dies to this, or, Feeny's Moon Blast or Surf, or anything from Feeny. Alright. Yeah, Moon Blast is 21, and then Surf. Yeah, Moon Blast is 21 minimum. If he got a little bit lower of a roll, if he got like a min roll on that Leaf Storm, I would have a chance, or like a low roll. But no, I'm at 18.6. I'm just gonna like Rock Slide, I guess. I will. I mean, it doesn't really matter if Eel goes down, so might as well just click Wild Charge and not miss both Oka. Yeah, I'll just click Wild Charge here. Does Bug Buzz, knocks me out. Gotta bring Mr. Plow. I don't know what his Z move is. If he's Z Bug Buzz, I think that'll still hit me, even though I'm soundproof, I think. I'm not certain how that works. He's not Speed Boost. Oh, I guess he is Tinted Lens then. Maybe just Specs Tinted Lens, which case I could take the Bug Buzz. But then Feeny just comes in. I have to click Ice Punch here. Let's go hard Feeny. Doesn't, he's just trying to preserve diff. If I get a freeze, I have a chance. And then if he forgets about it, just click Moonblast. I could have Wood Hammered, I guess, try to bring his diff down a little bit more. Yeah, now he just 2 goes into Moonblast. Alright, GG. Ugh, now we're 1-3. This is brutal. Another loss here. This sucks. Riz played well though. And that play with Whimsicott almost relaxes return really sucks. I guess he was predicting Ape. I guess. I don't think he was predicting Whimsicott, but I guess that's why he went for the return. So GG to Riz, picked up his first win in his first game here as he was the replacement for Abe. So good game to him. I feel like my team was good. If I was Life Orb or E-Belt on Bombstone, that could have been helpful, because once I picked up that kill on T-Tar, then I could Ice Shard that Rose Raid, which would, if I was Life Orb or E-Belt, I wouldn't hook it, but I'd leave it very low, which would then be easier. I think if I won that 50-50, honestly, I'd have a chance, because if I U-turn with Ape, then I bring in the Eel on Feeny, like we were in before, and I could click Knockoff or whatever. I mean, if I knocked off with Eel, use Knock Off on Rose Raid on the Switch, then its Leaf Storm would have done a little bit less. But I mean, Bug Buzz from Eel still kills me, or from the Mega. So maybe I'd go hard into Bomb Snow on the Bug Buzz, because I can take it because Soundproof. So then I could Ice Punch if he's locked into that. Then still, Bomb Snow goes down to Feeny, and then Eel can take one hit from Feeny and knock that out, but then the Mega finishes me off. So I guess it just saves differential. Other than though, good game to Riz. I'll need to rethink some things. Now I can do better next week. I'm playing Adam now. Playing Adam, so hopefully I can bring things back together and try to bring the season back. Try to revive it, because this is not going well. Not how I expected to start. Last week I just played poorly. This week I feel like I played pretty well. I feel like I like the team I brought. It just got going down kind of early, hurt me. But I mean, I didn't need it for the late game. It's just I didn't have enough mods to deal with him, basically. That's kind of how that went down. So good game to Riz, though. He played and prepped well, so props to him. Just gotta look forward to next week and try to bring it back and beat Adam. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.